All right, fellas, welcome to the definitive Season 1 finale, Part 1 of Rock Solid Wrestling Talk Podcast. With us, as usual, we got Chico Libre of the Libre Club. You know how he do. Exactly.
What's up?
We got Mr. USA, Lex Luger himself, Kenny Cornette.
Yeah, what do you want?
He just came down to Lex Express.
Yeah, I seen that bus outside. You can't fool me. You can't fool Buc Nasty right here on the mic. You already know. So, we had the go home show for AEW. I was gonna say AEW Dynamite, but it's the go home show for Full Gear, AEW Full Gear, and it was really something. I mean, a lot of things going on, and as usual, the AEW just always does it like that, where they have a lot of stuff going on. So, this light is blinding. So we're gonna turn that down. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay.
Blue lighting, okay.
Yeah. See, it was like that, and then now it's like this. Okay, we good now. All right. So, so I had to get back set up for the podcast and things like that. So I missed like the meat of 9 o'clock. So somebody's gonna have to fill me in on that. But the beginning of the show was pretty hot. What do we think about that?
Oh, they set it off nice.
Yeah, man.
Bryan Danielson and good old Rocky Romero.
Roppongi
Vice.
Roppongi Vice. Roppongi.
Hey.
Roppongi Vice. That's my shit. I love that song, yo. So,
I bumped that on the regular.
Right. Me too. Oh, man. I love watching me some Tokyo Dome shows when that come up, man. I'll tell you. I'm missing Trent, though, real hard. You know, like, come back, Trent. We miss you. We don't need no fucking Wheeler Yuta.
He hates Wheeler Yuta so much.
Woosa. Woosa. Okay.
Yeah, your hatred for Wheeler Yuta and Kenny's hate for Jericho is hilarious.
Okay, so I kind of get Cornette's hatred for Jericho. I mean, like, I'm right there with my gripes with Jericho and how he tries to be center of attention most of the time and stuff like that. And I see Cornette's face get ready to pop. But, you know, Wheeler Yuta is just a whole different stratosphere of why I just, like, no, you're not Trent. You never will be Trent. Move on, sir. You're lucky I called you sir.
He's not trying to be Trent. He's just filling in.
No, I don't like the fill-ins. We need Trent.
I mean,
Wheeler Yuta sucks. He hasn't won anything.
Yeah, I got a slight gripe about Trent. I don't like that he has a question mark after his name.
Yeah, it's
Trent?
Yeah, Trent? Really?
I like the Trent Beretta name, but I'm thinking that because it's a gun, maybe that's why they don't want to use that on main TV or whatever.
No,
Beretta's a gun.
Associate him with Robert Blake. That's what that is.
With who?
I know that.
Robert Blake, the original Beretta.
Oh. I don't know this stuff. I'm young as hell. So I don't know none of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a your time.
I figured because the first Fight for the Fallen they did, it was for the shooting situation in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they want to stray away from that because it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah, so it's a sensitive subject. I get that. I get that. But in which case, back to Dynamite. Has Bryan Danielson ever had a bad match since coming to this place? Like, He's saying this is the Danielson that we were always meant to see. Like, this is the best version of Danielson that there has been. So, I completely agree with that. Like, you watch his indie days and his Ring of Honor days and stuff like that. He was awesome, obviously. But this is Bryan Danielson on a mainstream platform. And that's the difference. Mm-hmm. It's not Daniel Bryan on a mainstream platform. It is Bryan Danielson. And I read somewhere, okay, so important to know. I read a lot of stuff about WWE lately. And I'm going to try my absolute best to not do my job and hate. All right?
No hating? No hating?
I'm going to try. No promises. All right? Because you might be embarrassed. But after it was all over, took us in the house and served us pancake. Let me stop. Okay, but in which case we got Rocky Romero, and he was he showcased a lot of he just seemed fun, like happy to be there and stuff like that. And I'm kind of, did you guys see? I posted. Because AEW social media posted it, but when he invited the rest of them to Chaos. Mm-hmm. So, and he name dropped Okada. Let me tell you something. If Okada pops up at the Pape, at a Dynamite, anywhere AEW, you know what I'm going to do. Buc Nasty going to shed a few G tears. So, that's a given. That is my boy. Absolute. Okada is the guy for me. Like, I love that dude. Like, absolutely. Hands down. He's probably the top right now. Like, up there. Because it was Shawn Michaels and it was AJ Styles for me. But he's up there. He is up there. So,
really?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's my dude, yo. Like, and for him to, tease coming over, even just getting name dropped and stuff like that, and then you hear he's about to do a tour in the U.S. soon. So, yeah, man, give it to me.
The forbidden door will be open at some point.
Oh yeah.
For Okada specifically.
Give it to me, Neil. So, let me see here. So wrapping up the first match, Cornette, did you get to see that? What'd you think?
Yeah, I did get to see it. And like I said in the chat earlier, I like the fact that Bryan can finish off matches with more than one finisher.
All types of different ways.
He doesn't have to keep hitting the running knee. He doesn't have to keep doing the bell lock. He has a bunch that he can finish off somebody with. And variety is good.
Oh yeah, variety's fantastic. It's funny because you said that, and it completely applies to Danielson, but JR said that as Kenny Omega was coming out for the main event, the contract signing. So he said that about Kenny. I guess that's why they mesh so well together. Like, he doesn't have to beat you with the one-winged angel. Bryan doesn't have to beat you with the little bell lock. And I've seen Danielson beat people with the Romero special, and the whatever that move is. I forgot what it's called. I really did. I'm not that good at it. Yep, that's it. That's the one. Yep. And it's just as potent. So I mean,
yeah, I like how it establishes him as like a true submission specialist.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have that anymore.
And those are starting to come back. Like beforehand, when you had submission specialists, like even in WWF and WCW, they would always like finish with the same signature hold, which was fine offer back then. But I like that we're getting to see some variety now.
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting to see more submission specialists come in, like a Daniel Garcia.
Yeah. Where's he been?
And a Brian Danielson. And he was on. I want to say he was on last. I want to say he was on last week. At some point. I did recently listen to his Unrestricted episode where he got interviewed by Aubrey Edwards and Tony Schiavone.
How was that?
For those yeah, that was a really good interview. He was actually repping the one of West Side Gun's hoodies, a True Buffalo Kid. So shout out to that, upstate. And yeah, you'll hear about how he got into the business, and I've said this before, but it's really crazy how he's only 22 years old, and he's only getting started.
It's pretty nuts, so it's pretty bats in the belfry, to think about.
And also,
I love cracking Cornette on camera.
Yeah. One submission specialist I want to shout out to.
He's throwing it up.
You know how I do. Well, Chico, what were you saying?
Yeah, but before we get back to Dynamite, the one submission specialist I want to shout out is Zack Saber Jr. Who was not.
I was going to say his name too.
He hasn't been in AEW as of yet, but I'm hoping that Forbidden Door opens for him this summer.
Oh yeah.
He need to face Brian ASAP as soon as he walks through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Brian.
Nobody but.
I believe it'll happen. I believe it.
Yeah. There's too much talent everywhere else to not take advantage of it at some point. There's so many people, even from Japan, that I want to see come over. So Tomohiro Ishii, Bone Soldier, man. Oh man, I heard about. I heard there was even talk of an inbound Jay White somewhere. So, I mean,
he's actually squashed those rumors.
Oh, he has. Okay. Okay. Well,
but doesn't mean it's not possible.
Yeah, exactly. You know how bait and switch.
Because he did come through Impact.
Impact, yeah. But we definitely need to see him over in AEW. That's one big thing that we rarely talk down about AEW on this podcast because we're AEW boys. But I gotta pull a Buc Nasty here and hate a little bit.
You gotta call out the gripes.
Hate a little bit.
You gotta call out the gripes.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta have some balance.
Same energy.
So for them, I think, Chico, you said it best earlier, where it's just the word convoluted comes to mind, where it's just they have stories and then we get some sort of almost resolution to it, but then for some reason or another, there's threads and it just keeps hanging on and hanging on. I'm not complaining about a Cody and Malachi Black again, because those shits are awesome. I'm complaining about a goddamn lumberjack match between Orange Cassidy and Matt freaking Hardy. What? What? What is going on with this? What is happening here? Every time Orange Cassidy is out in the ring or whatever, Matt Hardy's watching him, from the side,
shit out of him.
Right, you think he, want a little bit of freshly squeezed, and I ain't saying in a match. So, I mean, just sitting over there, you might as well Wilson him or something like that, where he's just watching Orange Cassidy or something. What the hell? What are you doing? Get your ass in the car. Get
your ass in the car.
Goodbye. What is happening? What do y'all think of this, man? Is this holding on too long?
Yeah, it has gone on for way too long. Like at least I want to. Has it gone 3 pay-per-views already? No,
I
no it
don't
hasn't.
know.
'Cause,
Did they even have a
he
big
did, he
pay-per-view
did,
blowout?
no, I don't think so. It's been
No,
like
I don't think so.
it's been mostly Dynamite and Rampage.
Yeah, it's like a TV feud.
I I mean, at least it hasn't been like necessarily every week. They have taken off some weeks, but just the fact that
That's what
it's
makes it
still
seem
going.
so like convoluted and so like what's the word I'm looking for? Supercilious. No, I'm playing. But it just
Repetition.
yeah, repetitive, and it's just
Repetitive,
like why is it? There's so many other things that like Orange Cassidy could be doing and stuff like that, and it's because of. I feel like it's because of this Matt Hardy HFO crap is that Orange Cassidy has kind of cooled off a little bit. So
a tad.
yeah,
A tad.
I
You
can
know
make
what
the
Hardy
case.
is doing?
Jericho,
You know what Hardy is doing?
something with Jericho. I know it.
He's pulling the PNP. That's what we're doing with Dax Harwood and with FTR. It's on site every week. Every time you see him, it's on site. Something they should have been doing, but it's with the wrong person.
He ain't got the cojones to do on site with Orange Cassidy. He just don't.
Well, I
Nope.
was really
Not with those kicks.
Right? No lightning kick, man.
Oh,
Matt
matter of fact,
Hardy's.
Brian almost got it tonight.
Yeah, almost
And what
that
was that?
close.
What was that crappy twist of fate nonsense with the chair?
Oh man,
look-
see, I was gonna talk about that. That was a horrible bump. Horrible. I'm like you know what it reminded me of is how Kane takes a stunner. That's how it reminds me. Like I hate it so much. Like, it's terrible. Like, why would you do that? It's so
Don't let,
just
oh,
it's so
don't let Mel
bad.
hear you say that.
I know. I was gonna say don't like. And what now, Mel? That's what you get. But Kane can't
He's
sell.
still the greatest of all time, though.
Kane can't sell nothing if he had a hot date with a babe. I lost my train of thought. No, but I mean, I'm just like why would you even put your knees like into that? Like, thank God they got the right camera angle, because you could almost see it. Right. The people watching ringside must have been like, oh, that's terrible.
Right. Boo.
You know they gotta be smart marks, the ones front row, like, of course. Like, ain't nobody paying that much to get up there and be like, oh, I don't know what this is. So like it's a shame, man. Like I just really do want that to end. Like they ended the Matt Hardy Sammy Guevara thing real quick after them being like accident prone with each other for some reason. But they can't seem to say goodbye to this. And that's my worry with AEW.
Hardy is literally trying to beat the pulp out of Orange Cassidy.
I think so.
That's what
He likes freshly squeezed with no pulp. So that's why he keeps going after him until he's bruised and damaged, and so that he can pick up the pieces, have his juice, and drink it too.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, Jack Evans really shaved his head for no reason.
Yeah, no.
He's there. He was
No.
on TV tonight.
He wasn't. He's just saying that because that was the last thing.
I just remembered.
Yeah, with like Orange Cassidy and HFO and stuff like that. Speaking of which, dead HFO immediately. Like, stop. Y'all listen to us with the Nightmare Collective and dead at that. Trust us. Dead to HFO. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they all need to just be tag teams.
The parts, the sum of its parts is not greater than its parts. So, give us the parts back. And I know that saying goes, differently or whatever, but it applies in this case. Everybody else in Private Party has potential. Butcher and the Blade has potential. Matt Hardy doesn't have potential, but everybody else has potential. I don't know about who we just mentioned, TH2. I don't know. They haven't really shown us anything yet. Only in Japan and stuff like that. But if they could go back to doing stuff like that, they have potential.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, Lucha Underground. Yep, you're right. So I'm just like, I don't know. The only exposure I saw of them was at a Tokyo Dome show. Before that, I didn't even see him in Lucha Underground, but that's because I didn't watch most of it.
Yeah, I caught some of their Lucha Underground stuff. They are really good. They're better than what they've done so far. At least they've been able to get the wins on Dark and things like that. And Angelico does his dance to the ring, which is entertaining as fuck to me.
Angelico. Jack Evans too, but especially Angelico.
Yes. Yeah, hopefully they get another chance to show what they can really do once they're just a tag team on their own and they're not farting around in this HF ocean.
Well, there, honey, you're farting around.
Farting around. Yeah. I think of that every time I say that.
Every single time, it never fails. It never fails, and everybody thinks that movie isn't that mainstream. Oh, it is.
Oh yeah.
That is, I love that movie. Randy Quaid. But, getting back to Dynamite a little bit here. What was next? What happened after, we had a lot of backstage stuff tonight.
A lot of video packages too.
The tag match, the female tag match, wasn't it?
Was that second? I mean, we don't have to go in order, but we could definitely talk about that. I've mentioned it in the chat. How do you put those 6 women together and not to think that men are gonna drool all over them? Because Buc Nasty was, getting right, So
yeah,
they
pause ahead of time. My eggplant was jumping all the way around.
Eggplant in a salad. I don't know what that means, but it sounds right.
Boing.
Boy, she's a babe. 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 Swing.
You guys don't even enjoy that one.
Oh my god. Oh man. I think that
she's a babe. She's magically delicious.
Cornette's the only one that's married out of all of us, so I get.
I can't. I don't. No comment.
No comment.
So what? You didn't go blind. Just because you got those shades on, don't mean you went blind, nigga. You're looking.
He can look, but he can't touch.
My wife.
His wife was right there with him.
You're trying to get me in trouble. I gotta live here. You don't.
Yeah. Get out the way. Oh man. His wife gave him the Eddie Murphy look. You gonna put your hands together?
Better stop your feet and let him back. This pussy got
damn. Stand up and clap. Yeah.
She's number one.
Oh no.
Oh. Champ has no comment as far as that.
We respect that.
I got us on the order though, by the way.
What was that?
Wrap it.
Yeah, I got us on the order. We can go over the card.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, hold on before we move on. That dive from Thunder Rosa to Hater.
Oh, I was scared. Yeah, I was scared of that.
I thought she got KO.
Yeah, she landed right on her face. Dead on her face. Like, oh.
The way she hit and after she landed, she was just sprawled.
Yeah, they usually bounce or whatever, but it was just.
She didn't bounce.
It was just splat. Like,
She was flat. And it
She
seemed like
pancaked her
Rosa
face
had
right
to
there.
smack her away.
No, see now she Rosa did the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair WrestleMania 24 little arm hug thing to make sure she was okay.
Right, like, hey,
Yeah.
are you still here?
Yeah, exactly.
You awake?
Zach on, you dead? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You can pee now. Too late.
It's one of those things where it's just like you can see it wasn't a bad spot, but it was one of those spots where it's just like, oh, like
Yeah.
Talk about something else, please.
Yeah, hopefully it was. Yeah, we were hoping it wasn't another Lance Archer situation.
Yeah. That was the last one. That was exactly the last one. But switching gears here, Chico, what we got next on the card?
Oh, next up, this was no doubt Kenny's favorite segment. Where we thought Tony Schiavone was going to talk to the Inner Circle, but America Top Team ambushes them from behind before they even get to the ring.
Straight up ambush, and I'm not.
Thank
I would have been happy, like Kenny.
I'm happy about this.
Yeah.
God, they did not talk, especially Jericho's fat ass. I'm glad he didn't talk. I'm glad you did.
I thought Kenny was about to launch into a Ken Kennedy thing. They say nice guys always finish last. Dead last. So thank God I'm not a nice guy. Thank God I'm Ken Kennedy. Thank God I'm Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, until it wasn't.
Thank
Ah, goodness. But yeah, I mean, yeah, thank goodness Jericho didn't talk or whatever. He got the song in, so we had to live with that.
Now, I got a question. Can they not have the Stockholm Syndrome and give us the top team win on Saturday?
I would like
the
that.
typical trope: get your ass beat on TV, you win at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that really
They
bothered
not
me.
do that.
Yeah, please don't do that. I would like a upset win, for lack of a better term, from America's Top Team. That would get them some major heat. Major heat.
Well, America Top Team, they went over twice already.
They went over
But
twice.
that's helping them establish credibility even more.
Right.
In
And
my opinion.
This is everything they should have been doing with the Pinnacle.
Pretty much, yes.
Mm-hmm. I see Chico's face. I know how Chico feels about the whole Pinnacle thing. Let us know, man.
Well, no, the Pinnacle, they went over enough times.
Yeah, but they didn't. No, they didn't win. They went over once, right? And Blood and Guts. That's it.
Once. They got their asses
won
handed
Blood
to
and
them
Guts. They won Blood and Guts. FTR beat Santana Ortiz the first time, and MJF beat Sammy G.
Oh, but no, as a group, as a unit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they only, as a group. Well, that was really like 50-50. Like, the Pinnacle won Blood and Guts, and
Inner Circle won Stadium Stampede.
Won Stadium Stampede.
Yeah. I don't know.
What I really liked was the ending, because it was Sammy G that he was the one who surrendered to Blood and Guts, but he was the one that saved the team. So that's why I was okay with it.
Wait, you said he saved the team in Blood and Guts?
Yeah.
No.
Jericho up.
Stadium Stampede.
Well, him getting the pin?
Because if they lost, they were going to break up.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy G saved the team.
Typical.
The Buck has no memory of that. So.
The dream. And even though like they're like together on and off these days, but at the time, like, I enjoyed that Sammy G saved the team.
I kind of feel like that whole dynamic of like groups being groups and then not like assuming that's a Tony Khan call, because I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere sometime.
Yeah, he was talking about that with Jericho.
Yeah, because Jericho wanted to do away with it, and that makes sense. That makes sense. But
Man.
I'm just, you always pop me saying that. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like, yeah, you could tell there's certain things about AEW where you could tell they are like fans of the business and stuff like that. So for some reason, all these wrestling games and stuff like that, particularly SmackDown versus Raw games, you can have a stable together, like come out together or separately. They could come out separately and still be part of that stable. That's kind of what it puts me in the mind of, but it also puts me in the mind of New Japan and Chaos, because Chaos is just an organization. They're not like Bullet Club. They're not like strength in numbers and stuff like that. Like no, they're part of the group, like, and they do their own thing and stuff like that. That's kind of cool, but for the type of fan that exists in the modern United States wrestling market, people are going to get lost. So, and feel like, things are falling out. That's where I was with the Inner Circle a while ago. What do y'all think about that?
That's a fair statement, and there's another example that we're going to get to later with Malachi and Andrade and them. But you could definitely. But you can tell this whole faction thing, it's definitely like, it's New Japan inspired because they do some of the same things with Bullet Club and Chaos and Los Ingobernables and whoever else. And it works really well over there. And
I don't know why it works really well over there, but it does.
And it's working here too, because it gives like the majority of people like something to do and be a part of, instead of just being lost in the shuffle. Right. Even though there's a couple factions that can go away, like Hardy Family.
But
I'm throwing it right out there.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no need to sugarcoat that. That is just, goodness. And the factory while we're at it.
The job factory.
Jesus Christ. Like, what are you doing? Like, end yourself. Not like that. We don't condone that. But
no suicide.
Yeah,
just end the faction.
That's not cool. But
that's not cool.
And Rock Solid. I said it again. Rock City. Corrected myself. That's cool though. That's cool. But suicide. That's not cool. If we spit in the face of people who don't want it to be cool. So when you listen to Rock Solid Wrestling Podcast, you better be cool.
That's cool.
Cool like me. Buc Nasty. But we were talking.
Get back to the segment though.
Yeah, absolutely. Quite the beatdown. Not gonna lie. I saw a lot of people on Twitter.
Those Santos punch stand me in the gut.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying how much they like Dan Lambert now, and I'm glad to see that because I liked him from jump. And I was one of the only ones.
The guy can talk. He's a great heel manager.
Man.
My two favorite heel managers are Don Callis and my two favorite heel managers are Don Callis and Taz, but Dan Lambert, he's up there.
You gotta do
my top three.
You gotta do the Taz real quick. I got the head to prove it now. Dobby! You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
You get back here right now! I'm gonna rip your ass a new one! Let me stop. Put my shoulders down, man.
How your neck feel, Mr. Jones?
Oh, man. It's tight! I need a massage! But
I want to go over. They hoisted Jericho up on Dan Lambert's shoulders, and they got him to He powerbombed him through the table.
And he almost bust his fucking
Oh
ass.
my God! Yes, he
Dropped him to
did.
the table.
Yeah.
Jericho wasn't giving him any like leeway. Jericho was just all like,
He's a fat lazy bastard.
like, what
That's
are you
why.
doing? Oh my God. Oh, you know what it reminded me of? When Regal took that tombstone from Undertaker at Survivor Series. Where his legs was like this. Like, it was just so lazy and so stupid. If you never seen it, go. It's the one where he attacked Orton, or he came back out of the casket or whatever, and he fought off everybody, and Regal was the last one to get the tombstone, and Regal had his legs just like split open like this, just completely just hanging. Hilarious. Too funny.
I gotta go back and watch that.
Oh man, I laugh at it every time. But yeah, they sold that very well. But just hope they don't fall into the trope of like we said, lose on TV and win on pay-per-view. We don't need another. We don't need another.
I
win.
think it's gonna happen.
We don't need another win from Inner Circle. Like what was accomplished? I don't know, but they better not. But
Jericho is legit supposed to go away for a while because of Fozzy.
The Fozzy stuff.
He's going on tour soon, I believe.
Not for nothing. I really wanted Sammy G to be his biggest star he could be and start leaning into this 4 Pillars thing, which he is with the TNT title. You know, because you can just feel like, okay, he's a big star. I want Inner Circle primarily to break up so that we can get PNP on their own. Like, those guys are way too talented to just be tucked away in some stable.
Yeah, they need to be in the title picture.
Yeah, they need to be. They're not even they're not even ranked, I don't believe.
They gotta be there somewhere, but because they've had matches on, they're having matches on Dark, which is
They are. I
cool,
feel like
which is cool, but like
they play the rankings to their advantage, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you need to be ranked or whatever, they'll put you up there and then start building you.
Yeah, they need to. They start promoting it when it's convenient.
Right.
Let's say that.
Yeah, when it's convenient for them. That's literally it. But I'm not mad at that. At least we have a system. So you can't say the same about the other place, because it's just throw them in
at
there.
least they have at least they have chances to like have like wins on their record, so that they're looking like contenders even after a big loss.
Yeah, they've been
you
working.
See, the competition is there. It's not just it's not just trading. It's not just trading wins back and forth, and it's not losing like 50 million times in a row.
Right, exactly. Unless it's part of a storyline like the Cutler thing. Yeah. So, that was the main exception as far as AEW. I liked that. I'm not gonna lie. The whole, and the fact that it was Peter Avalon or whatever.
Yeah, that was good flavor for that particular show.
Speaking of Peter Avalon, that's one of my things. Like, why are we not seeing any of Leva Bates? Like, I want her to wrestle.
Well, I know she does she does have another backstage role I was reading about. I forgot what it was, but she does something else besides just wrestle. I think I actually think, ironically, she might be like part of the promoting of the books or something to that effect.
Are you saying that just because she's a librarian?
No.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but it could be.
She actually works in the library.
I just realized what he's doing. Thank God. Yes.
I'm joining the show. Chef already left.
That's my boy, Leonard Washington.
Real quick.
The World Series of Dice.
You know how that be. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Here comes dumbass Ashy Larry.
Yeah, you want this little nigga? You gonna have to big me.
You have to put your ass outside. Get your inside voice on. But okay, so Mr. Leonard Washington, I think you mentioned earlier about I know we're not in order here when I'm talking about this, but how could I felt almost gay for a minute when this happened, cause how cool did Malachi and Andrade look when the lights came back up? Like, something's there. Like, something's definitely there. Like, they were looking right. And then, of course, Cody comes out of nowhere and fucking, does his thing that he does. Adrenaline.
That's why I brought up being convoluted, because, like, in that shot...
I don't know why Cody came out there.
In that shot, Malachi, Andrade, and FTR, they look like a group.
Yeah, exactly. They look. Yeah, they do.
In that one shot.
They do. And I was, like I said, like they just looked cool, man. Like I felt like as a kid, like liking my favorite wrestler or something like that. It was cool as hell. Like Andrade looked right, like dapper or whatever. Like, oh, I can see why Charlotte is with him. Charlotte don't look that good, but I don't know what's going on there. To each his own, But I'm off on a tangent again. But yeah, like that's what we were talking about at the beginning of this, as to where it seems like threads of stuff, because I'm pretty sure, especially after that promo that Malachi cut, he cut the promo and he did the social media post about it, where it's just like, I tore you away from your family and blah 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 and all that stuff. Like that made it seem like it was done. But here comes Cody again, coming out and fighting him, specifically him. And it's like, okay, well, like, it's like, what are y'all doing now? Like, what's going on now?
Well, I'll take that over the QT Marshall Factory any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, like he's some quality television, Marshall. Little Washington, how about you?
Oh no, isn't he QT Marshall?
Marshall.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. Well, none of this.
And it's not like, it's not heel heat where you just want to, where even though you hate him, you still want to see what he does next. He's got the go away heat.
Yeah. There's a difference. There's a key difference to that.
Oh yeah. He talks shit about Sting on Dark. I was watching it today. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want that match.
God, he's just trying to stay with something to do. Like this. Well, he got a little more sense than that.
Trying to stay relevant.
I remember talking about Sting.
Well, no, that's beneath. That's way beneath Sting. It's not even funny. Like, you need to have Sting do some dream matches.
Yeah, while he can. And Sting talking to Factory. Enough! You ought to believe me. I am a god, you dog creature. I will not be bullied by. But
He needs to say.
He really does. It's bad to It's not bad. I mean, he's. I was about to say he's bringing them up, but he's not. Like, you can't bring them up to be big time players or whatever. I'm willing to wager that we talk shit about AHFO and stuff like that all the time, but I'm willing to bet that most of, if not all of the Factory is gonna be like the first future endeavors from AEW that are notable, besides Sadie Gibbs or Jimmy Havoc or something like that.
Well, I mean, guys like Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado, they have potential, but they're just, the rub is not working out.
Yeah, they belong in Impact, man. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, no, seriously, the way the roster is, I think it's just,
They got to make room.
The competition is just too high for them, and with all these free agents that are coming out here, like you're not gonna go up to Keith Lee and be like, "Oh, sorry, Keith, but Nick Camarado has that spot already."
Right.
No, you make room, goddammit.
That's what we mean by make room. Like,
yes,
we want to bask in some glory, even if they can't use that line. But
that's sucks.
Camarado looks like a big ass, dumb ass caveman. Camarado need to go out the door.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, he looked like the guy who came in on steroids.
Need to put Nick Camarado's ass outside.
And wars. You got to war.
Well, I was watching. But as far as the ring goes,
he didn't wash his ass and watch Martin Lawrence. Oh.
No, he did this really good spot where he had like Cody, aka Fuego 2, like right here, and then he had Fuego hold him with one arm like this. Like he has potential to be somebody, but like I said, like
not right now.
This isn't the way to.
Yeah. This is.
But I guess he's just paying dues or whatever.
This is not the way. Yeah, he'll fit in NXT 2.0 because he's not the way.
Yeah.
No, I don't. They don't deserve nobody else. No.
Spit on him. Spit on the queen. But but it's switching switching gears a little bit, like well, not really switching gears, but then we're talking about these these talents and stuff like that that don't belong in dark or on dark or anything like that. And I get it, they're getting their stuff up and going, but I mean, how far do you so people like I watched it to the point where Gun Club came out. Like, I'm loving everything about them. Their theme,
yeah, I like them too.
Everything, like they're just their whole how they go about each other and things like that. And you can feel that they needed to be featured more, as opposed to the factory or whatever. Like, get out of here. That's the better heel trio at the end of the day. Yeah, let them be the foils, because at least they can play it up real good. Like Colton, that's my dude. Like, not both of them really, but yeah.
Austin Gunn is the best.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, he's got that energy. I like it.
Yeah, I like that. He kind of remind me of Matt from 2.0. I don't know why. Like, just
because he's loud.
Yeah, they kind of look similar too. It's.
But I mean, they got to be in the trios. We need this trios title.
We need the trios titles. Come on, AEW. Come on. We need the trios titles. Like, that needs to be the other type of that. Like, we can handle them. We definitely can.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's saving it for 2022.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking he is.
Yeah, he's got some good like stuff in the till or whatever you want to call it.
You don't want to burn everything out right now.
Right, exactly.
Until next week.
And that, oh man, and that reminds me. As soon as you said burn stuff out, it reminded me of everybody's terrible takes on CM Punk. Like, enough with this shit now. Like, Punk's doing his thing. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying the ride. Like, why everybody gotta be such a downer on it? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, let them effing work. Let them do it.
Yeah, we never would have thought that he would even be in a wrestling ring ever again.
Exactly. And then speaking of that segment tonight with those two, I really liked that. The fact that we didn't get to really see it, sometimes that really works. And tonight was one of those times where we didn't need to see a brawl or something like that. We just needed to see, like, okay, they were at each other's throats. Like, oh, shoot, this was jarring to come back to. Like, that was cool. So, keep it that way.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah, they want to fight.
What's that?
This for me is the most anticipated match for me. They've done more in 2 weeks for build up to a fight than any other match. Like, anything that E could have pulled off. E has just been thrown together.
It's crazy to say.
This seems like it's been going on forever, and it really hasn't.
It really hasn't. Yep. And
literally like 2 weeks.
And I really hope.
And the intrigue is so high to watch it play out for Full Gear? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a match I'm looking forward to the most.
And I really hope it doesn't fall flat or anything like that, because
I don't think it will.
Sometimes it does that, and that's one of my other gripes with AEW, because sometimes it could lose its luster or whatever. But the way they're going at it right now, like even with these 2 weeks, it needs to stay hot. It needs to go past Full Gear, for one. 2, it needs heat immediately. Like, don't even do entrances and stuff like that. I feel like Eddie Kingston's big on that because he keeps denying me his theme song. So we might not get his entrance. And it's literally top 3. It's top 3 themes in AEW for me. And it'll always be up there.
But they got to start off hot too.
That's what I'm saying. They got to brawl, man. Like they gotta go.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the only way to go.
I would have them like I would have one of them like run to the ring and then they start brawling and the match begins.
That's what I'm thinking Eddie Kingston's gonna do. We'll get the CM Punk entrance because that's a nice that's an attraction all in itself. So, but I want serious Punk too.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves on predictions though, so we still got the rest of this card to go through.
Yeah, and I mean, so we might as well get through it because we're running short on time too.
I like his stance on performing too. When he comes off for promos, he's all smiley and happy, wants to jump into the crowd. But when he's having a match, that man means business. His face is serious. Like, let's get this shit going and open.
But he could always get more serious, is what I'm saying. Like, especially with this Eddie Kingston rivalry warrants that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, I mean, I have trust that they're going to do it. It's just, I don't want to be let down with it because they're 2 of my favorites right now.
Well, but like he said too, like everybody's expecting to piss off CM Punk all the time. Like there's no reason for him to be pissed off anymore.
No, not all the time. No. Yeah. But we do want to see that fire.
They're gonna have to create a reason for his heel turn.
Exactly. Well, we want to see that fire every once in a while. We need that. So
nothing wrong with a little fire every once in a while.
And I'm gonna get it. I'll be like, what? But switching back to getting through the card here. What do we got next, Chico?
We can just go over. This was a good match on Jungle Boy beating Anthony Bowens. Platinum Max with that fire line mentioning Anna Jay being with around 7 guys.
He always has fire lines, man. Like for some reason, I don't know what the hell. But he's got to be working with people, like the people he be scorching, to be like, okay, what's okay, what's not off limits and stuff like that. Like he'll go there. He got suspended over stuff like this.
Jungle Boy has a whole mustache now. He must be trying to do that Movember.
Yeah,
deal.
Jungle.
5 o'clock shadow.
He's no shave November. Jungle man.
You're on your way, Jungle Boy. You're on your way.
Like a man.
Yeah, that had me dying in the chat. Jungle man. Ooh. Oh man, but
then
Bobby Fish mercenary.
Yes, courtesy of Adam Cole, baby.
I called that too. And I knew it.
Yeah, they took some shots where Matt Jackson said this era isn't disputed. This is the era of the elite.
Yeah, good stuff. I like. Right. Cornette's not happy with that. I can tell, but I like when they do the little shots like this at WWE and stuff like that. It's just something to make the crowd pop because make us feel like we're a smart audience and stuff like that. They know what they're doing. Who's it hurting? It's not hurting anybody. WWE has done more to hurt individual wrestlers than AEW taking pot shots.
WWE made $256 million this quarter. Fuck their feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and still fire people.
Yep.
That about to be.
Tons of people.
Exactly.
And if you don't know, you should know, and you should check out our emergency meeting episode because we go all through that. It's on M3 TV right now and our Facebook watch page, so go at it. But in which case, like, I like the fact that, and I'm hoping that it's kind of like that's what I'm kind of hoping we're getting Kyle O'Reilly. We're probably not going to, but I don't know. You never know.
I think he's coming. I think he's because think about it like this. Everyone else that's either still in the E or has been released, they got to see the writing on the wall, and they got to see like how much. I'm sure they probably like talk to these other people who have jumped ship, and they're just like, they're talking about how they're having the time of their lives over there in that locker room. So I know for damn sure, like Kevin Steen is definitely gonna have to come.
I hope so. They just turned him heel, trying to give him something to do. I guess and it's just like I don't like that whole concept where it's just like, now he's gonna be happy and stay and all like that. No, don't do that.
It felt, and also it felt like some Big Show shit with the face heel, back and forth. But whatever with that. But yeah, I'm sure Steen will be there. Kyle O'Reilly. I'm not sure about Gargano and Ciampa yet, but
I feel like they're about to get let go from NXT because it doesn't fit who they want, and they both made it exponentially clear how much they do not want to be on the main roster. So
yeah, there's nothing left for them to do on NXT either.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And Ciampa himself said, I read an interview with him, he said, under no circumstances does he want to revive a Johnny Gargano feud in NXT 2.0. It doesn't fit.
Nor should they.
Yep, it does not fit. So keep it that way. He's an artist.
Yeah, that was good for what it was.
Exactly.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, it was one of old NXT's best things. Keep it, leave it alone.
But speaking of another NXT alumni, how about that Lio Rush and Dante Martin with Matt Sydal, Lee Moriarty though?
That's the match I missed, but I caught the entrances. Even his entrances were tight. Like
Yeah, Lio Rush, he truly showed his quickness and his athleticism in this match. You really remembered like how good he really is. And I'm glad he's back and that he didn't stay retired, and that he got another chance.
Absolutely.
And also, he did dedicate this match to his grandmother who passed away yesterday. So
wow.
Just want to send condolences. Even I know he's not watching this, but
yeah, we love you, buddy.
You never know. We love you, buddy. Oh man.
Just because it's just somebody losing their family member,
Yeah.
We've all been through that at some point or another, so
It's tough.
It's good to send that good energy out into the world.
Yeah, in fact, he's back on our TV screens, man. Lio Rush he's got it, man. Like, just roll with it.
He got stopped tonight, and that threw me off.
What'd he do?
He got stopped when they was in the ring, and you know how he runs the ropes and he tries to shake him, and Matt just stopped him dead in his tracks in one of the corners. I was like, oh, damn.
Oh.
That caught me off guard.
Oh, side down.
Like when he first got in there. Yeah, you got to look at it.
Yeah, I got to check
Normally,
it
Leo get going and get the running and ducking.
Watch that playback tomorrow.
Got to check it out. So,
all right.
But
we forgot you didn't watch it because you were setting up equipment with your hating ass.
I'm setting up equipment. I got to set up equipment. We got to do the podcast. I done robbed a mugger for this podcast. So gotta put it on for the people. But in which case, I think we got the. What do you guys think of the main event segment? It's simple.
It was simple but effective.
Yeah.
Because up until now we didn't get a whole lot of besides the Halloween match, we didn't get a lot of Omega Bryan interaction. But they got really personal talking about like Omega talking about like your insecurities and your.
Did you say Omega
failures,
Brian?
Like you talked about. Huh?
Did you say Omega Brian? I'm just like it was coming up from the back of my head. Like, wait a minute. Wait, Omega Brian. But I know what you meant. So continue. I was just, Buc Nasty gotta hate and call you out on it.
I might have been reading this Brian because Miro did a promo about Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
I have it.
Oh,
I have the Facebook.
I missed that too.
Right here.
Man,
huh? Okay.
that is my guy. All of his promos are fire. Like, where the hell was he at from the gate?
Spoken like a true Cornette.
This dude is just too good with this.
I kind of agree with you on that, but he is loving it. That must run in the Cornette family. They love Miro. That's how that goes.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, we're getting we're definitely getting the Miro that he wanted, and he said like, you may be everything to some, but you're nothing to me. You're just a man standing between a man and his wife.
Yeah, he's trying to get back
I guess
home.
Another CJ reference.
See, I've always been a Rusev fan, a Miro fan, even when he first started over there in the other company. He just had a slow start over in this company.
He said, Rusev, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, everybody just wanted him to be the killer that Rusev once was. Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
Dude, not everybody knows him as Miro in AEW. They still think he's over in the other company as Rusev.
E-boys.
Oh yeah, and yeah, just him incorporating God into his promos.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it so well.
Yeah. Agreed.
Being God's favorite champion, all that, but at the end of this promo, he told Brian to say goodbye to his wife so he could say hello to his.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him dead. But
which makes the predictions for that a little more difficult. But yeah, let's close out Dynamite with the main event segment. So Omega got personal with the pointing out Hangman's insecurities and his failures, like saying like, oh, you talked about like falling off the horse, get back up, but it was really us that did that for you every time.
Y'all start that. Buc Nasty gonna be right back with you, so I'll be right back. Just stay right there.
All right.
He got to go piss his pants real quick. It's okay.
Oh man. But yeah, even before that though, some great things to point out because like Hangman said, like oh, that I don't really know what's left to say. So the sooner I sign the contract, the sooner I get to Full Gear, but I could beat your ass for the AEW World Championship. So that's when Paige signed it. And then Kenny was talking about how he was sad because like you and me used to be friends, partners, family, and that everything was meant for you. And Kenny actually told him like he saw a little bit of himself in Hangman, but the insecurity stopped him from becoming great, and that Paige is a disappointment. And then Paige did a shot here where he reminded Kenny that he thought the same about his old partner. He didn't mention him by name, but we knew who he was talking about. Who he was talking about, Kota Ibushi.
Tell me, who was he talking about? Ibushi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the Golden Lovers. All right.
Yeah, trying to say that Kenny felt like he didn't measure up to him either, and Paige basically said he pointed out that at the end of their match last year, that Omega told him that Omega told Hangman, "Good job, I'm proud of you." And Hangman pointed out that he did that because he realizes that Omega is afraid of Hangman, and he's afraid of Hangman actually realizing his potential and actually being the champion that he's meant to be. So with that, Kenny wanted to shake Hangman's hand man to man, and at first I thought the entire elite was gonna come out because Marcus was like, they didn't leave the building.
I can't. Yeah.
But then you see the camera and get all in front of the other
He was all in that ring. Like, and I was saying from the get-go, like, what the fuck is the referee? What is the cameraman doing? Like, get out of the shot. Yeah. Like, that's why.
Right, so then he hits Hangman at the camera, and then you realize it's Don Callis.
Yeah, the
mustache and goatee.
That's a nice touch because he didn't need it, but to disguise himself from the crowd, I guess, But it was just funny.
No spray tan tonight either.
Yeah, but the mustache was one of those like like cops and robbers thing. Like it was clear. It was purposely like cartoonish. They did it specifically. Oh, too funny. I feel like that was an Omega nerd moment or something like that.
So yeah, and to end the show, Kenny took some of Hangman's blood on his face and
signed his name.
Signed the contract with that. Mm-hmm. So hopefully he doesn't have AIDS or hepatitis.
Yeah. So you don't have hepatitis. Yeah. But
no tasty sexy.
Actually, truth be told, if this goes the way that we all want it to go, this was an E trope right here.
Oh yeah, he won on TV and
lost on TV. He'll win at the pay-per-view.
Easily. This is definitely one of them. But that's a good story to tell.
They can do that when they do it.
They can do that every once in a while.
All right. So I think we might as well segue into predictions now, and we might as well start with the main event because there's actually people saying that the feud should go on longer.
Yeah, what is people's problem when they say that? Like, no, it's been too long already. Wow. Right.
Like Hangman should win at Revolution instead, but that's a big risk.
Hell no. There's no point for it to keep going on. This feels like the culmination of a story that has been told for 2 years. It feels like that, and they're telling that story right now.
Yeah.
This is it.
Ain't Omega still injured? Ain't he still working hurt?
He is. Nick Jackson is. Yeah.
He's been. No, I heard he was like feeling better like as of late.
You gotta go look at his typewriter. Say feeling fine. Well, that's a relief.
But yeah, you run the risk of waiting to pull the trigger too late, and then when you finally do it, it doesn't mean as much.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. Don't know.
I think at this point
some incidences that we're not going to talk about on here tonight. But there's quite a few of them.
Well, that's none of his business.
Yeah. Right. That ain't none of my business.
Sipping that tea, I see you.
Who must not be named. We're not going to talk about that.
Voldemort? Now let me stop. But pulling the trigger is a very, 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 very important thing to do in AEW. You got to know when to do it.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Exactly, and I don't think they're gonna do us wrong on that. Hangman wins that, easy choice. That's my prediction. That's my spoiler.
It's time to establish like a new main eventer who's been there since the beginning.
We want to feel good as a champion and stuff like that, and then go ahead and start building MJF.
And then I'm thinking you get the Hangman Dark Order celebration in the ring, then host him up on his shoulders. You maybe get some confetti and shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
One quick question though for you guys. Do you expect run-ins where the Elite tries to help Kenny and then the Dark Order comes in and send them off?
Yes.
And also the Stooges.
That's the type of title win that I want. Mankind and ROC. When Mankind won the title, that's exactly what I want. Chaos. Absolute chaos. No straight win, just chaos.
Everybody would have got there, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm calling Hangman to kick out of the One-Wing Angel.
Yeah, that's about time.
That was gonna be my question. Does he use that to beat him, or does he try to do something else?
Well, he's not gonna beat him with it. He's gonna kick out. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, does he attempt to even go for it at all, or does he try to win by some other means, like the V trigger or something like that?
He needs to do an abbreviated Okada match with Hangman.
Yeah, Hangman Omega will like hit the One Wing Angel on Hangman, and Hangman will kick out.
Yes.
Yep. It's gonna be at a point where you swear it might be over, and then he kicks out like, Hangman kicked out the One Wing Angel. I can hear Excalibur yelling that shit right now.
I can hear him yell, unbelievable.
Yeah. Exactly.
But so you have the full.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. I'm not sure if they'll do the same thing with the buckshot lariat. Will Kenny will kick out of that?
Yeah, because we were waiting for him to hit that on him forever, and there's so many things in this match that we can't wait for. Like it just, all of this stuff is gonna happen in this match. So
it's funny you say that because that could be a callback to Revolution where they would won the tag title.
Was about to. Exactly. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
He thought about it. Yeah.
Exactly from that.
But he didn't do it.
And the fact that last week he was trying to hit it on him and Kenny escaped. So that's what I feel like.
Yes. Okay. So all right. So based on that, it should be where if Hangman finally hits that buckshot lariat,
it should be the end.
That's when you know
that's
like,
it.
He's gonna get the tag.
That should be it.
Okay.
So
good memory, guys.
Yeah, I want the.
But going past that, do you think he's a transitional champion?
Yeah. Yes.
If he does win it.
Yes. Yes.
I would say 3 months.
That's about as much time to the next pay. So transitional in AEW's eyes is pay-per-view to pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to defend it on Dynamite or Rampage. Like, yeah, let him go to the next pay-per-view. But I don't think he's going to get successful title defense.
I think there's going to be some title matches in between, but
he'll win
see him dropping it at Revolution to somebody.
He'll win those easily. But, I think MJF beats Darby and then starts to come after it because he mentioned Hangman a lot of times.
But actually, this will be a good segue to. We thought it was obvious that Bryan would beat Miro, but I believe it is very possible that Miro could beat Bryan, and that would not be an issue.
And that's where I'm going with that too. I agree with Chico. I think that the hype train for Bryan is like him being in this tournament is like an obvious gimme, but I think Miro's going to put a.
They're going to snatch it out from under us, yeah, because we're not going to get that payoff right away. Right. So that's good. That's what I would like to see too. I'm not gonna lie, but
and you need a heel challenger rather than a face challenger.
Well, I mean, even if it is face versus face, like Hangman and Bryan is that's not a bad match.
No, it's not a bad one, though. Just
but why
traditional.
See, I just this is why I want them to bring in CJ Perry. I mean, she's not gonna use CJ Perry anywhere else. She's gonna use Lana. She owns Lana, so. I want Miro to do so exactly the stuff he's saying in the promos and stuff like that. Just kind of have him like almost worshiping his wife or whatever, but just kind of have her be out there as like motivation for him and stuff like that. So
who's to say she doesn't show up Saturday night to help him win?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like something like that. Like. She shows her face.
People keep saying that she never shows up.
Right. She does, but that's just what I want. So I mean, Buc Nasty gets what he wants.
I mean, the thing is, though, like Miro, he doesn't necessarily need her because he can talk for himself.
Yeah, he does.
I know it would add some flavor. Like, don't get me wrong, but
that's literally all I would want it for is to add that flavor.
That was the Karrion Kross / Scarlett situation. Neither one of them could do it.
Yeah, that's a different story. Like Killer Kross needs Scarlett.
Yeah, you can't have no. Yeah, he needs her. But Miro doesn't need CJ Perry. Exactly.
I need my wife. No. We're not bringing her.
I need my wife. What are you talking about? Nah, we're gonna keep her. Yeah. But that's my wife. I didn't know it was yours.
Oh, and by the way, you're fired.
Oh man, it's terrible.
You want her? Take her with you too. She's fired too.
but I need my wife. Consider her cut. That's what. See, I always think of Scarlett and stuff like that. Like, I love her tattoo. That's one of the. To me, the Buc Nasty. That is one of the sexiest things a woman can ever do. Is get tattoos right there, like right here, like the hip bones. Like, I like that.
Tramp stamp.
Oh, not necessarily tramp stamp, but like right here in the front, like the groin area. That shit's fucking fantastic.
I like.
It reminds me of Lita Stone back in the day.
Tattoos myself.
It do. I'm not gonna lie. What guy alive didn't think Lita Stone was sexy? Like, come on.
I dug it.
I'm surprised Crime Time ain't have it in that box. Just saying.
Didn't they steal her clothes?
Yeah, they stole everything. Lita's little buddy and everything.
Okay, so I actually I got the update. I actually got the updated card. I can go match by match for us here.
So the updated card with Cody and
yes.
Yeah.
I need Andrade and Black.
Oh, easily. They need to win. They need to win to start establishing them as a threat.
Yeah, Cody and Pac. One of them's got to fuck up somewhere. It'll probably be Cody.
It's gonna be Cody.
Somehow,
yeah.
And then Pac gets mad at him.
Cody's gonna fuck up. And I'm gonna yell that out too. Like, you fucked up. It's gonna happen.
Fuck that, right?
Oh, you know how to fuck that now, don't you?
See what I'm saying?
No. You know you fucked up now, don't you? But yeah, they easily win that. Andrade and
I had him in the crossroads, but he got to slip.
He did the Cody shuffle out of it. I don't know how he did it, but
yeah, because Cody and Pac, they're not friends, and they're not going to be an ongoing tag team after this.
Yeah,
so.
I could see Pac argue with Cody about standing in the corner.
Yep. And then he's gonna scare Cody.
Oh yeah, because
scare Cody from coming into the ring.
Pac don't like nobody besides Lucha Bros.
So please.
They added another match. They added another a buy-in match with it's gonna be Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter.
Anything with Nyla Rose, I'm not game for, and that's not because of her sexuality.
Yeah, that's a buy-in match. Anything with Nyla Rose is a buy-in match.
Yeah, it's not because of her sexuality or anything like that. Let's get that straight, at least for me.
As a wrestler.
Right, but that's what it is. Yeah. As a wrestler, I just don't. She's not marketable to me. Like, just I don't. You don't see a lot of people going around being like, "Oh, I want to see Nyla Rose on the card." It's like saying you want to see Nia Jax on the card. Like, no, you don't. Stop lying. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop fucking
lying. And as far as like the enforcer bistro, there's other women who can take that spot.
Exactly, like Jamie Hayter. So
yeah,
and I enjoy watching her. So
what the fuck happened to B Priestley?
She's in WWE UK. NXT UK.
She should have stayed in AEW.
I was very upset.
She went to New Japan, and
she's gonna consider herself future endeavors soon too.
Mm-hmm. That whole roster is gonna consider themselves cut because they're gonna close that down soon. Watch. Why do you think they brought Tony Storm over?
I hope you're happy. Itchy and scratchy is dead.
You just killed Itchy and scratchy. Okay.
All right, but yeah, as far as that buy-in match, I'm hoping Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida go.
Yeah, they are. Only because
and Rosa should get the pin over whoever.
On Hayter, start chipping away at Britt Baker's entourage. Because Ty Conti's losing. So, as much as we like looking at it.
We could pretty much call that. However, this will be a good test for Ty and it's something. At least it's something fresh, and we're not getting Britt and Nyla again like we've gotten a bunch of other times.
Yeah,
and I think that if Ty can do well, I'm sure she will. Like, she'll definitely be considered for the women's title run.
Yeah, it's not their time yet. It's definitely, as much as I love Tay J, it's not time for Tay to go anywhere near that. Maybe a TBS title as a top contender, but not win it yet. Have her have a big moment.
Yeah.
But Anna Jay, as much as I love her, she's not ready. Like, at all. Like, and
yes.
she's definitely not ready.
She's got nothing but time anyway. So.
Yeah, nothing but time. It's like, what, 22?
All right.
But she is improving in the ring, though.
She is, little by little.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I can't say the same about Penelope Ford. But, you know me, I always got to hate on Penelope Ford. You know. Get my nasty voice on. Put your ass outside. But,
I don't.
I'm glad she's not on
I've always liked her since All In. And it's. And I wish that her and Janela would still be a thing. I say it all the time, but
yeah, because you hate Kip Sabian. That's why.
Yeah.
He's about to come back and wow you,
Shit.
man. He's about to come back and wow you. I mark my words. Mark Buc Nasty's words. Remember this podcast, episode 112, part 1 of 2.
he's wearing a paper bag. He's wearing a paper bag over his face at our show, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he keeps doing that at every show. People go and find him. So he's got merch about that and everything.
I'll believe it when I see it, though.
The next thing you know, you're going to see paper bag people in the audience. They're going to start selling those.
God.
You already know.
And
You already
Cody
know.
already did that, though.
In WWE.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Him and he did that together already.
Yeah, but...
It didn't, and it sucked back then too.
Hey, for 2010,
Chico
it was
take
okay.
that box off and says he can cut that bacon off his back. That's what he wanted to get food.
Hey, that's my line. We'll put your ass outside. Get your inside voice
Tyree.
on.
All right, but Punk and Kingston,
This is hard to call. It's obviously gonna be Punk, but
yeah, it's gonna put him at 7-0.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kingston's so over at this point. Like, he can afford.
he doesn't need to win.
He can afford these losses.
He said it in his promo, like, I don't care if I win or lose. Like,
Yeah, he said he doesn't care. He just wants to beat his ass.
That's literally it. So good. That's what we want. Get the heat on the match quick, and have Punk just just dog him, like just straight dog him to where his hair is all disheveled, and his gray and black beard is dripping with sweat, and he's all glistening and, you know, all looking rubbery and crap from sweat everywhere, and the red on his tattoo is popping because of the sweat. So
Yeah, it's gotta be a good.
He's getting
it's gotta be a
cheered on
good
the
Raw.
same level as Punk right now, too.
yeah, you're right.
So that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. That's a damn good
Oh,
sign. It's one of the best signs I've ever seen.
For those who haven't seen it already, watch the Road to Full Gear video on YouTube with that video package promo that Eddie Kingston did.
And we will share that to the Facebook page, so keep an eye for that. All right, so I second that completely. That's a hell of a work for that. Like, the whole thing, but the Eddie Kingston Punk stuff particularly. Moving on.
And then, so Brian Miro, final answer.
I gotta go with Miro.
That makes some good point. I feel like Danielson's gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say Brian, but if Miro wins, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, I can take that. I can take it.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, we kind of brushed over Inner Circle, America's Top Team. I say Inner Circle will
lose.
Who?
take it.
They need to lose. Inner Circle needs to lose. I said that last time in Stadium Stampede. They didn't. And I was pissed off and sweating, and I'm not going to be this time.
Yeah,
And
I'm going with
Jericho
Inner
needs to
Circle,
eat the
man.
pin out of the entire group.
That would be just like that would. That would be just.
Oh yeah, they said
That's
that like
how
Dan
I
Lambert.
feel.
Yeah.
They said that Dan Lambert is gonna pin Chris Jericho. Would you be cool with that?
Yes, most
As
definitely.
as
The
opposed
ultimate
to
humiliation.
Scorpio's character?
Yeah.
That's just the icing on the cake.
Right. Get
Okay.
Lambert to do it. That's
Kane
the
doesn't
spoiler.
care.
They wouldn't say that
Alright.
if it wasn't going to happen. So
I will pull my balls.
I don't know about Wait, what did he say?
I said I will pull my balls out if Lambert wins over Jericho.
Oh Lord.
now you're gonna be playing more dick for real.
Dick's out for Lambert, really?
Oh, but what was the last match?
We went over. Yeah, we went over Britt and Ty. Obviously Britt, but Ty will have a good showing for that. Lucha Brothers and FTR. I feel like
FTR.
Lucha Brothers.
FTR.
Yeah.
FTR.
I want FTR because I want Lucha Brothers to be a transitional tag.
FTR.
Transitional champions.
FTR.
Exactly.
They just got him.
Exactly.
And
They just got him.
they had match of the night at All Out, and they really felt like superstars. I think it's too early for Lucha Brothers in particular.
But
And FTR, they still have the AAA tag belts, and they're more than likely gonna
That's all right.
bounce back
They
and
can
forth
have
to
it all.
Mexico.
They can have it all.
Have it all.
I agree with that.
They're gonna bounce back and forth to Mexico, and they're gonna get good nuclear heel heat over there by doing no lucha moves in Mexico whatsoever.
But then who?
Way to go!
If Lucha Bros wins, who faces them next then? Because that's what I'm going off of. Like who?
Woo! Woo! Oh, shut up.
Maybe Santana or Ortiz. That's fine.
They're not even on the list though.
They can be.
I would love that. I'm not gonna lie. We wanted that in New York, and we didn't get it. And Eddie Kingston winning the TNT title, we didn't get that.
I mean, they've. I mean, I know they've done it in Impact already, but I would see it again.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but I do think FTR takes it.
Yeah, I
with some
finally answered
shenanigans.
FTR.
With some shenanigans or whatever. So I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna say green on that one. And red to the Lucha Brothers.
So you guys are going with the Superanas, and I'm going with Lucha Brothers. Well,
Yeah.
Because FTR needs to feel important again. Like that's just my take. They need to feel important again. But
they're important.
yeah, but not see the way you just said that. Exactly. They're like, yeah, they're important. That's okay. No, like they the best. The best. The best.
Yeah, it's not like WWE main roster.
Yeah, I mean, but
And they got the tag team titles like damn near right away. Like it took a few months, but
yeah.
it didn't take as long as WWE.
But the fact
And
that
at
they
least
had
it was like a.
I heard they
And it was a good story.
I heard they were mad at some point, like because FTR had a good reign, they had a good long reign, but then again, I also don't want to keep seeing where it's just like, oh, everybody's getting an opportunity to be champion, that type of thing. Like, have a repeat champion for once. They haven't done that yet with any championship.
Yeah, some people don't.
Oh, yeah.
Some people don't like repeat.
Of course it's Cody. God damn it. Made me lose my...
There are some
There's
people who don't like repeat champions, though, because they're like, oh, yeah, they won it 5 times, but they had to lose it 5 times.
But it makes them feel dominant, though. So, see, now, when you say that, I automatically think of the JBL Triple H WrestleMania 21 backstage promo for some reason. I don't know why. And losing for the 10th time tonight. like, okay, yeah, like that makes sense. Like, You win the title that much, you're gonna lose it that much. But
He lost this.
Well,
in which case, Cena's the biggest loser of them all.
yeah, which is bullshit because he's the name John Cena, and Bret Hart was a five-time WWF champion, and he's the name Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah.
What else?
I still say Lucha.
What other matches do we have on the card?
Darby.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
Darby MJF.
Right.
Yeah.
MJF.
I'm gonna go with MJF unless
MJF.
Wardlow fucks it up somehow.
You think that continue? Do you think they do the Wardlow stuff before MJF goes for a world title or after? I think after.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is like I don't think they're gonna be they're in a rush to have MJF be the champion anytime soon because they just signed like a whole bunch of big stars, and MJF is 25 years old, so he has time to be a world champion.
Yeah, you're right. He has time to be a multiple world champion. That's what time is. No time like the present to win the first one. Right? He's got to win it a couple times.
Yeah, but just going by like how Tony Khan is so excited to have Punk and Bryan in his company, I think they're gonna want to get that stuff out of the way first, and then they'll move on to the 4 pillars.
They should slow burn that. You know, I don't know what they should slow burn. I mean, because then again, like with like Danielson and Punk, they're aging. So, but you want to get them as part of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Punk has to drop the title to somebody, so why not drop it? If maybe he drops it to MJF.
Maybe.
I can see that happening.
I can see that happening.
Also, with Keith, if Keith Lee comes in, we need a black world champion like in 2020.
Oh no, he's gonna be the first black champion because he's the only one on that roster, or is gonna be on that roster that makes sense as a big time deal. So, like, he's already got the star power. We're still building Hobbs. That's gonna be a while.
And I can't wait. I can't wait till he's up for AEW. Because I know that's one of Tony Khan's names.
Oh, absolutely. Guaranteed. I'm already treating that.
The very tippy top of that list.
I'm already treating that as he's already signed. So,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
just let the time run out.
Yep.
And he's already there.
He's already signed. As soon as Tony Khan said what he said.
We just got to wait out the 90 days.
Right. Bring Mia Yim with you. Seriously. We need her in the women's division.
I think it's going to be a package deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's going to get both.
Yeah, well.
And then Killer Cross going to be like, well, what about us? Nope.
If Killer Cross doesn't end up in AEW, I say MLW.
Well, we go over to that forbidden door, huh? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Right this way.
MLW's getting good. Like, he's over there like Will Smith, like, this door. This door.
Yep. I actually ended up watching MLW today. It was all right.
Yeah, it's okay. People starting to watch it because they realize that MJF came from there. And
I saw him on there like during the early months of AEW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, into his contract.
So that's how I knew about the Dynasty.
Right. Yes, sir. They need to come in, man. They need to come in.
Yeah, they got Hammerstone as the main champion over there. I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't gotten
from a tag partner.
Yeah, I never got into him like that much, so I don't know like how good he's gotten. I heard he was like imitating Hulk Hogan or some shit. So I don't know.
No way.
Change the channel, Marge. If he's doing that, change the channel.
Please don't. Like, no, change the channel, but please don't imitate. Like, that's the worst. Like when Curtis Axel did it, like ugh. Like talk about something else, please. But
Jacob, I remember Jacob Fatu was doing his thing over there.
yeah, people are after him, man. Like when we saw him on the what was it GCW paper.
Yeah, GCW. He did well over there.
Yeah, bring him on. Also signed Chris Dickinson. Like seriously, he's a homegrown talent over there. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
that dude's got raw power. I seen him live in person a couple times over in what was it, Wild Zero. So
yeah,
he did a showcase over there. It was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, he's really good. He's a future superstar in the making.
Yeah, it's good we know about indie wrestlers, like for sure. Like I appreciate that.
Yeah, more than ever, you got to stay in tune because these are gonna be the next guys coming in. But I am concerned that like there's so many free agents right now. Like I think more than there ever been with this ROH shit and these WWE budget cuts. I think it's gonna be hard to even scratch the surface. Like, so I don't know where a lot of these guys are gonna end up.
Yeah, Strowman and Wyatt and Keith Lee, and there's just so many big names like that are just not signed anywhere, and that's just
Rotunda
really
is
sad.
making movies in Hollywood right now. That's what Rotunda is.
Yeah, well, when we don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, he's in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, he makes movies now. Shit.
I mean, if we can get if we can get Malachi Black, Brody King, and Wyndham in a dark faction, I'm cool with that.
Well, the Dark Order will cease to exist completely. They'll out dark the shit out of them.
Yeah, they will.
Dark Order isn't even dark.
They've been the Dark Order for the last 2 months.
The Order of Light.
Yeah, they're a bunch of geeks with a man crush on Hangman Page.
Right. And Budge. But
yeah.
Nah,
they're kissing him on the cheeks now and shit.
Yeah, they're not about the Budge, they're about the bulge.
Right.
Like Matt Hardy.
Yeah, they really is.
Gotta stop.
Speaking of Budge, though, he does have a trios match with the Young Bucks against Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage. Falls count anywhere.
Oh,
who takes
okay.
this?
I thought you were talking about Silver for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Oh no, he's not Budge.
Cole.
Yeah, Cole. Cole is Budge. I know. But,
right.
Cole to go over.
Of course, yeah. This is one of Cole's key victories that he's got to get. So he's got to get the pin. So I feel like he should pin Jungle Boy or Christian. He should pin Christian.
Does this lead to Christian Cage turning heel on Jurassic Express?
I feel like it's unnecessary.
That's a typical move.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because like a Jungle Boy Christian Cage match wouldn't slap?
I'm not saying that, but like, why? Like, they don't need to turn heel for that. I mean, Jungle Boy is definitely not going to be the heel one, but I mean,
yeah, Christian Cage got to be like Jungle Boy's one of their top faces over there.
Heel Christian Cage in Impact was really good though. Not gonna lie. So
yeah, so he could be heel one more time and put Jungle Boy over.
He could be heel, he could be blue, he could be violet sky, he could be... No, let me stop. But, I mean, not that soon for him to, like, turn heel. But, I mean, what, you think he pulls a Paul White, like, in the middle of the match or some crap?
I don't know about that,
yeah.
but, like they could lose and maybe they lose and Christian Cage gets pissed and beats Jungle Boy up or something.
But then where's Luchasaurus? He's just gonna sit there and let it happen.
Either he's incapacitated or he gets fucked up too.
Yeah, probably through a table or some shit.
Some to that effect. I could definitely see at some point Christian doing a concerto on Jungle Boy.
And then Christian brings out the problem solver.
Oh no!
With a stupid little goatee. Well, I'm supposed to be impressed by you. You're supposed to intimidate me because there's just something about you I'm just not understanding.
No, he's gonna.
I got the Austin
he's like
goatee.
old.
Just realized that.
Yeah, his goatee is all the way gray at this point.
Oh yeah. I saw what was it? Cultaholic, I believe. They did a list about like people that got arrested that you didn't know about or whatever. He got arrested off some bullshit, but they showed a current picture of Tomko. He's all gray. He's all gray.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know another thing that's unique about this company, there is no top heel and there's no top babyface that you can really point out. Like there's nobody really on top of either one of those categories.
Yeah. It's not a one man show like other places.
They're a team. So
and there's a
unlike some other place I know.
Yeah, there's some.
We're not going to talk about them today.
No.
Yeah, for the top heel, it's in AEW. There's actually been like good build up for the hero to come in and save everybody.
Exactly, and there's no hero among them in other land.
Right.
I mean, there's none.
Well, no. Let me take that back. Cody is the biggest heel in the company because, like tonight, for example,
the audience made him that way.
They were doing that scuffle, and you come from the crowd. Everybody else comes from the back. You come from the crowd, and it took you forever to get into the ring.
Yeah, I was like, so how this
so goddamn special?
How that all went down for me, like my spectrum array of emotions or whatever when they were all coming out, because Cody was the last one on screen, right? It was just like. Whoa. Yeah, so like they were getting beat down or whatever, and then out went the lights and up came my boys, and I was like, yes, and they're doing this and they're doing this. I was like, oh yeah, well Penta and Phoenix is gonna come out, and they came out and was like, yeah, okay, cool, and then they immediately flashed at Cody. I was like, what? like, why is he like, no, don't do this. Not like this.
He did that before too when Malachi Black was coming at Rosario Dawson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when she was on his back and he
stands. Rosario had to play gatekeeper while he ran all the way down. Like, what the hell?
Yo, Chico, you ever watch The Bronx Tale?
Yes.
He's the Jinx. Every time he comes around.
Oh yeah, Sonny makes him like stand stand in the car.
Like, oh great, it's a fucking Jinx. Everybody leave.
He's like, no, I don't want his money touching my money.
I was thinking that Bloodhound Gang video. Mope. Aw shit, here comes Pac-Man. Hey Pac-Man, what's up? But Cody's Pac-Man. Like, shit, here comes Cody.
Right, here he comes. Gotta make the grandest entrance for no reason.
That's why he came out of the crowd tonight, because Lucha Bros was coming down from the ramp, and Tony was like, we don't have time for that pyro. I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go up there.
Yeah, they're not going to hook up the elevator.
For coming out of the crowd either, though.
He would have turned the lights down just to.
Cheer
right.
For him.
Exactly.
Not for you.
Right. Exactly.
He's too good for either tunnel. He always has to come out from the middle.
Of course. And he would have shut the lights off.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have been able to see in the ring what they were doing. Because Cody had to make his grand entrance.
With the smoke. Smoke and mirrors, bastard.
Ah! Stop. On that note, anything.
I think that's how CM Punk still greets him in the back.
CM Punk, CM back there. His old line.
These fucking mirrors.
Every time he come to see now, if I were to see, I'm an Adventure Time fan, so every time I see Cody backstage, I was working there. Yo, put that bag back on. Oh man, but be that as it may, we've been out of time, but we're gonna have to make this like a special 2-hour episode because we've been running it, and that's good because we will see you guys for part 2 on location again. This just came together out of nowhere. Yes, Tinseltown, Rock, USA.
Solid.
That's where we will
Rock
be.
solid.
Oh, I didn't say the whole name. Tinseltown Rock.
No, I just want to make sure you don't say Rock City. Screw it all up.
Technically, it is Rock City because we on location. That's what the on location ones are named. Ha. Rock City.
Tampa give you that, man.
What up? Rock City, we out and about. Yeah, Rock Solid doing the Rock City. We out there. That's our part 2 to the season 1 finale, and we're coming up on some good stuff after that. Again, format change, and we will let you know. We'll let you guys know during that part 2 when season 2's premiere will be. So lots of good stuff, and we can't wait. So we will see you guys very soon, and stay classy. That's Chico Libre. That's Kenny Cornette. This is Buc Nasty. Put that bag back on.